Hello everyone, it's a boy Proph Rye, and tonight people, I am back with another topic, another creative epic content people. Now, right now I'm chilling, about to go make some jerk grilled chicken in the oven room boy. And in the meantime that is marinating and doing this thing. I say, you know what? Let me come up here and squeeze up a quick video quickly. You know how it is people man, the learning and the teaching and the it's not only the learning and teaching, we have debates. You get me? Whether I'm interacting with a crowd or not, we have debates, we talk. You get me? And we highlight things that shouldn't be happening, especially in our community. Now, the topic I'm coming with today, people, is bullying. Bullying. I know a lot of people are thinking, boy, Proph Rye, this one is a bit simple still because we know how it is with bullying, man. We all went to school, we seen bullying take place, we seen all of these things take place. You get me? And you say, at a young age, we're laughing and we're thinking, yeah, man, it's funny and all of these things. When you get older, you realise that bullying leads to many things, people. You get me? Bullying leads to many things. And we all can witness and see that bullying even leads to people doing suicide. There's many people out here that's took their life because of people who are bullies. Now, if we're talking about people that's took their life because of bullies, we're talking about even this lady on her journey, Desiree. Now, this lady's on her journey, people, and you wouldn't believe the amount of horrific stuff that she's done from a young girl, and now she's in her 40s, and still you'll see she doesn't even want to repent and confess through, but you get me? But when you're looking into the spiritual realm, people that's complained, as you know, the prophet is a medium, people that's complained about this woman making them take their life. And when I used to be around her and I talked to her, she told me a lot of stories about friends and falling out with friends and stuff. And the more she talks to people, the more this lady exposes herself. This is why it's best to just be silent around me and not even say nothing. You get me? Because you're only kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. Now, people have died by the hands of this lady. And the mouth of this lady. This is why they say the tongue's powerful, you know. This is why they say the tongue's powerful. There's some people out here that's not spiritually strong. And when even little rumours start getting spread about them, and you're setting them up with man to have sex with them and all of these things, and you know the girl's not really like that, that's bullying. And when a girl can't take it and she goes home and she's traumatized by that, she can't even speak to her mum and her dad about it. And you know that, and she knows that is gangbangers involved. People by now, me telling you the story here, you should get the drift with this lady on her journey. And you best believe a lot of people take their life. They take a lot of tablets, and a lot of people I know they string themselves up. You get me? So this is a serious thing when we're talking about bullying. Now, bullying people. I've had a fair share of bullying people. I'm not gonna lie to you. You get me? I'm the coolest guy. Can act like to be a gangster once in a while. To be honest, it was naturally in me still to just act like a gangster. But when I say act like a gangster, people, I don't mean a gangster that goes around shooting people, stabbing people. You know when you have that gangster around everyone that is just real. Everything that come out of his mouth is real. The jokes that he tells is real. And the way he acts and moves is just real. To even tell a man, listen, allow that, man. Can we go link up a gal and that? Leave them man there to do all of that, because that's what they want to be. That's what they're on. You get me? A lot of people wanted to be around me in the ends from both sides of the community. You got White Flats, you got C Block. A lot of people wanted to be around me. Everyone knows about my house. I'm surprised that, and I thank God every single day, God's always been protecting, man. I always thank God, the amount of people that shot after me and stab after me, just because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you're around the wrong people. These things happen, people. And this is how it is when you grow up in the community, fam. You don't have to, in the community growing up, you ain't got to be a part of anything. You'll just buck some serious demons that come around to ride out on the ends. You get me? And them man, they're on running down anyone. It's a bullying thing. It's a demonic spirit that's possessing them to just bully. I've always done great deeds though, because one time I came out, I'll tell you a funny story about Young Size and Young Shaq. People, I was in my house one day, yeah, and this is what I said bullying is. This story I'm telling you is bullying. Now listen, I was in my house one day. I was young. This is when MSN's popping off. MSN's popping off. There's area gang beef going on, people. You get me? And then I'm on MSN. We're chatting up to bare school gal, on the night, You get me? Because them days there we're in school and MSN's popular and everyone's got each other's MSN. We're doing all group chatting, all them thing there. And then them time there, we're already watching porn. So then we're watching porn on a Ross Clark square screen computer where, you get me? You have to do extra work to lock it off if someone's to come in the room. That's how deep it was, people. So we're going way back now. I'm 30 now. You get me? So imagine now, people. So we'll get into the story now. So imagine now, people. I'm on the MSN, we're chatting with the man, and my brother and ours live upstairs because we grew up from nursery. We live in the same block. You get me? I was even surprised to know that ours get yourself in so much trouble growing up because I'm not being rude or anything, but a lot of the man them wasn't like how they turned out. You get me? A lot of men just turn out to just be rebels, fam. Demonic spirits roaming around inside them from young. It's only when they get older it starts revealing itself. It starts revealing itself. You get me? So I'm on MSN and the room is quiet, people, because when your mum's sleeping next door, you put on the porn. You turn down the volume low, and more time you're pausing the porn and you're like this to see if you can hear any movement. People, listen. A lot of people are gonna laugh when they hear this because a lot of people can relate, fam. I'm telling you, fam. You get me? I pause the porn every now and then to see if anyone's listening or if anyone's creeping up in the hallway because the floorboard make noise in the hallway. You get me? So you wanna hear the little squeak to see who's passing, fam. So you can quickly turn it off and act like you're on Bieber or on MSN. But anyways, people, I'm chilling there, people, and I could just hear someone saying, "Help, help, 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 help." I said, "What? So what's going on?" So I went to go look for the kitchen window, people. I'm like, this for the kitchen window, And I can see a youth, and he's running. And I'm thinking, why is he not running in the grass? Like, come on, they're going to catch you. He's running he's running, because where I live is like a square. It's like a big square. And there's a football pitch there, grass area. And so he's running around the square, and there's two youths chasing him on peds. Which is, you can see that he's not really thinking straight because his adrenaline's kicking in. I've been through it. When you live in a demonic area, that's what happens. You go through it. You get me? So people, I mean, help. So I run to the front door now. I look out to see who it is. And I'm seeing two guys on mopeds. And he's running around. He's running around the square. Like, when a man's playing rounders, and a man licked the baseball bat, and he starts running around in the square. That's what my man was doing, like he was playing. It was like a game around us, people. I swear to you. You get me? So man, help. I said, shit. I said, who is that? And so I'm listening. I'm trying to listen out for voice now, accent. So I think, okay, accent. It sounds like an African youth. You get me? Help, 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 help. I said, okay, he's an African brother. You get me? That must be someone from there's no African gang member you getting. That's an innocent brother, fam. And people, let me tell you something. I could have went in and closed the door and blew out, because one time I had to do that when ST got stabbed outside my house, people, fam. You get me? But when he came, I said, who's that? Abu. I realised it was the African youth, Abu, from the 4th floor. I said, Abu. I said, come. Get me? I'm putting myself in danger now, helping a neighbour. You get me? And plus, I live in the Bates place, #1 Keswick house. Everyone knows that block. Everyone's always chilling outside my house. even I say, listen, there's just something about that house, fam. Pardon me. So imagine now, people. Abu runs to the front door, people, and he drops on the floor. He drops on the floor. He's out of breath. He's like, he's like, thank you. He's like, thank you. He's like, thank you. They're trying to kill me. And he's out of breath, He's out of breath, and he dropped down on the floor, and I'm thinking, shit. I'm thinking they bored him up. So the mopeds pulled up now, people, and I said, oh my days. When I look, people, it was Young Size and Young Shaq. I'm just looking at them. And they're on their mopeds revving it up by the corner of my house. I'm just looking at them, and they're revving it up. You know what they told me, people? They said, get in your house, fat boy. They said, get in your house, fat boy. And I was standing there and I was looking at them. And I said, Abu, you're right. I didn't pay them no mind, people, because at the end of the day, it's the beef that's happening in the community, innit? You get me? But when you check it out, people, that is bullying. Imagine Abu don't have nothing to do with the beef. Abu's not involved in no gang thing. He's only been in this country probably like 3 to 4 years. So you can see people that come to this country and they stay in the communities out here and they stay in the block. Even they don't know what they're getting themselves into on time. He's not involved in no gang activities or anything with the estate. You just see them and they're bringing gal every now and then from his house to the bus stop, But I'm in the ends and I'm thinking, you know what? That's not really a wise move. But at the end of the day, you're young. You know that them and they're not involved in that. You're not gonna really talk to him like that. He doesn't even. He says cool to everyone, but he's just a different person. You know, you have people that live on the block. They're just different person. Fam. They do this. They do their books and they have their African brothers them out of the area. They link gal and do them things. They're not involved in all the gang thing, fam. But you see, they bullied him. That was bullying because he could have lost his life and they could have been sitting in jail right now for 30 years and he could have been dead. And that would have been for nothing. Just because you saw someone in the area and you thought he was an op, but he's not an op. How many people do you know lose their life like that? Many people lose their life roaming into the wrong areas, probably going to link gal, or probably going to see their auntie. Their auntie live in an area where there's strong, heavy gang violence going on. And the enemies come into the area, they see him there, start asking him questions, and even just because he looks nice and he's wearing his clothes look nice on him, or sometimes you have a man that just dressed like their old man, but they're not. He's just wearing the clothes. And people actually get themselves punched up, beat up, stabbed, shot. And that's meant to be our community. This is meant to be our community that we live as black people in London, in the South. And then you got the OGs then. The OGs, them are the worst bullies that I've seen growing up. I'm going to tell you a funny story about RA, fam. Let me tell you a funny story about RA. Okay, let me tell you something, people. Me and Roadside, we ain't got no links. We never been in no links. I've always been on the C block side, the C block corridor. Now the C block corridor was a friendly neighborhood before it started mixing with the Roadside neighborhood. Now the C block olders that was living there before, people. The C block olders that was living there before, all Titch and all of them man there. A lot of things watered down for them when Titch died. When the DFA youths from Peckham killed him off on the block. And you get me? A lot of things went downhill from there for them. Now we grew up as young kids because, like I said, we were born on the block. We lived there. You get me? So we was young kids growing up to watch them, and we didn't look at them as no elders growing up. We just knew that these men are just elders. Like we didn't even really chill with them or anything like that. But we had our own little thing growing up, and I don't know what it is, but Crawford, there was a lot of us. There was a lot of us. We didn't have a lot of people like over white flats. Over Flatsman with the Roadside youths. We didn't have a lot of men like that, but there was always a good energy in Crawford. There's always a good energy there in Crawford, people. It's only when we all got older and we realised that we're all going to the same primary school across the road from my house. And a lot of men from over that side is coming to the primary school there. And that's how we all grew up together and we all grew up knowing each other. But it took time for us to start even going over to that neighbourhood. And we didn't even know that the C block olders had a problem with the Roadside olders. You get me? We didn't know none of that. It's only when we got a bit older and we heard a couple of things and apparently RA don't like a couple of them and all of these type of stuff. You get me? So it come back down to RA being a bully, fam. Being a bully. And like I said, we started mingling. We started mingling and we started going over to the white flat side. And we started chilling over there. Plus our brethren, Tim and them man there from over Paulet, that used to live on Paulet Road. You get me? Tim known for punching up bare man and doing bare fuckery, fam. A lot of people were scared of Tim. But at the same time, one thing I like about Tim, because you couldn't be chilling on the ends. You couldn't be chilling on the ends and say you're bullying people and let Tim find out about it. If you lot saw what he done to Gomez one time, there was a Portuguese youth called Gomez Michael one time, people. It was over in White Flats there. Yeah, and when we was over there, people, we was all chilling there. I don't know what it is with this guy, but I just didn't like this guy, and he didn't like me, people. So I just kept myself away from him. But for some reason, people, this guy always kept on going on like say he wants to try and bully man and that. You get me? And one time, the bullying got a bit much from it. Like with me, I wouldn't. I always like to say no one can't bully me, even though it is bullying. It is bullying, fam, because a man will do certain things to you, and because you know that you don't really want to rock this shit because he's an older or something. You're gonna humble yourself a bit. You get me? But one time he went too far, fam. I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna go and get my cousin. I said, I'm gonna go and get my cousin. So I'm gonna go and call Tooth. I'm gonna go and call my cousin. You get me? And Tim come over. Tim was like, Beans, no, don't do that. Don't do that, Beans. Don't do that, Beans. Don't do that. No, no, no. No, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. Tim said, come with me. When Tim said, come with me, people, man walked over. You know. And Tim went over to him, fam. Tim banged him in his face. Hey, people, you see, and this I know that God works in mysterious ways, people. Because God used Tim to bang my man over, fam. Because God's saying that, no, this is the realest man in you lot's batch. He's not a part of the fuckery that you lot are keeping up. But you lot are involved in the fuckery. You lot know that Beans don't really take part in all of these things. But you lot are around this man every day, all the time. The way Tim banged Gomez, yeah, his hat flew. His hat fizbeed. He used to wear a red hat saying that his blood set. He and all them type of thing there. You get me? Because the olders used to gas him up. You get me? His hat flew. And then Tim boxed him. So you love picking on people, yeah? Come then, fight me then. You love picking on people, fight me then. That's one thing I like about Tim. And one time I had a fight. I had a fight with this guy called Sheldon from over Peckham there. I think it was Tremsin, that's cousin. You get me? It's like was fighting for the name. It was so stupid. It was even him that done something online. I think he wrote some message online to Sneakball, and he got that caused the whole. That's for another topic, people. I'm not gonna mix it up too much. That's for another topic. But yeah, Sneakball and that tried to bully man as well. They rushed me one time in Loughborough, fam. Now if you lot can see what's gonna happen to them man there in the spiritual realms, let me tell you something. Nothing goes unseen in the spiritual realms, fam. There's a price to pay, fam. There's a price to pay, fam. You get me? Because I let it slide, fam. And I hold a big violation in the ends, people. I'm going to talk about it, to be honest. Fuck it. Let's finish talking about the whole RA situation first. So yeah, it was young G's, and we used to shop green for Craver, not Craver. What's my man's name again, man? Is it Grazer? Craig. Yeah. Yeah. And me and Munch was doing. Munch was doing that. I was helping him. So me and Munch was active. You get me? So we was looking for shots in that. I went into White Flats one day, so bare olders in the block. Now, I'm not from this side of the block. This is 5 minutes away from my side of the block. You get me? And this coming like some type of story that you will see on Netflix to do with the Peckham and Ghetto Boys, and he's rolling with his brethren into this side, and his brethren not from there. And the bullies are like, right, like, what you doing over here? Like, yeah, this guy's one of the snitches. C Block youths are snitches. That's what them roads I used to say. C Block youths are snitches, fam. Coolford youths are snitches. I don't think anyone was calling them C Block at the entire day. You get me? And ever since that day when I looked there, when I went there, and he was just staring at man like. But the stare that he was staring at man was with hate. It was hate. I don't know what the voices in his head was telling him, fam, but he didn't like man. And I realised now as I got older still, because it's because man's crisis people, them. Man's of the light. So he doesn't like man. You get me? Them and they're running the operation of darkness around there. Them and other generals. That's what I said. We have to watch out for these OGs here. These OGs are not really out here teaching people and helping people. They're running an operation of darkness. You get me? And you'd be surprised to know that them and they're the biggest bullies on the block, fam. Better bullying I've seen them when they do. Growing up. Even one time, like I said, we started mixing with the White Flats. This is before there was even YRS. And they was calling themselves White City Bandits, fam. Flaxman youths, White City Bandits. You get me? And we was over Crawford, we was going over there, and they was coming over here. You get me? And it all started from the day when we done a water fight. We done a big, massive water fight, people, and that's how we started the name C Block on the block. And it was me that came up with the name. You get me? If you look online right now, you'll even see a movie that I created called what's it called again? Hood Rats. hood rats people. I had the whole ends in the video. And that was all about peace and love from a young age, trying to get everyone together, fam. You'll notice, even on the block, I used to have the biggest barbecues and that. You get me? The biggest barbecue man making sure everyone is good as a community. So from a young age, I've always been trying to make sure everyone is good as a community. But everyone's trying to push violence and war and gun thing and knife thing and that. And it's because of the OGs them, fam. These OGs are no good. They're no good. They're the reason why things is like how it is. Because the system is using them to mess up the young black generation of them to come. It's them. It's the OGs for the blame. Every area should be governed by proper OGs, real OGs that can tell the young G's them to stop this. There's no need for this. What happened with you and you? Yeah, this got to stop. This got to stop. What's the generational curse of gang violence needs to stop. It's a generational curse. It's spirits upon these gang members that's making them behave like this. A lot of them have been dumbed down. We've all been dumbed down from a youth. That's why we think chilling on the block is good. It's not. But then again, the white people, they chill on the block. You get me? And their block is like the pub. Now, seriously. But when you go around Bermondsey and that, where I spent 4 years in Bermondsey, you see they got blocks and that as well. So everyone's in the same aquarium. You get me? We grew up with all type of different nationality of people. And we all classed ourselves as a family. Until people start selling each other out. And start the bullying thing. And it's crazy because, like I said, there's so many stories for days I can tell you when it comes to bullying thing. And we'll talk about RA again. One day it was a hot summer. And we're all on the Cold Harbour Lane there. You get me? And one of the men then bring their brethren from over MZ, over Summer Leighton there. You get me? Them time they because of RA again, the roadside youths they don't like. They had some sort of ongoing fluid with the MZ youths. They even had an ongoing fluid with the OC youths. To where we went to one party one evening and they even bust out Ade's window, and it's a good thing by the grace of God we got out of there, fam. And even for them things there, you realise that a lot of them man there that done that shit is getting science, fam. You get me? And that was because when we got to the party. Yeah, and that when we got to the party, yeah, Yex come out of the party and he was like, he's like, yo, the man there, yo. Yeah, yo. And it was like, who's that? I was like, these are my bridges, man. These are my roadside bridges. These are my roadside bridges. Fucking hell. When Yex said that these are my roadside bridges, people, all hell break loose. I've never seen so many young G's with shanks and that. Say, what roadside? What roadside? What roadside youths? Roadside youths. They bust out the window. They bust out Ade's car window, people. And the car was skidding on ice. This is bullying. We're not no roadside youths. So people, you would have saw that me and Ade would have been dead on the news the next day because we tried to go partying. And this is why I stopped the partying. Because every time I went to party, as I got older, people, every time I was partying, God was showing me signs, fam. After we went to that partying fields, people, and even the brother that was on the door in his house is one of my brethren then. We go to college together. I forgot his name. Short black youth. Used to be Tiny Madance. I think he used to be Tiny Madance or something. Yeah. He was on the door and we got there. Yo, my bro, man looked in the party and said the party was ram. I said, I ain't going in there. So that's not my sort of jam. You get me? I see that we're young as well. We just see there's bare gang members in there. Nah, that's not my sort of jam. Who gave you this a party? That's why I don't. When girl used to invite man them party back in the days, and they ask me if I'm rolling, they know I'm not rolling. But you can catch me on the block, and I'm open. Shops open. Shops open. You get me? I don't go to party where girl invite man. I'm sorry. I don't do it. Cause you know, anytime you go there, some type of bullying is gonna happen. Cause little things like that, random people lose their life. You get me? So like I said, my girl come on the block He come from over summer late and they come on the block. The man them bring him on the block for the day. Couple of days he come. And even him, I'm not gonna lie, when he come on the block, he came on some little bullying energy thing as well. You get me? And I don't know, I feel sorry for him making this video still, but now he's cool. Miguel's cool still. Me and Miguel's always been alright. You get me? Miguel's always been alright. But he came around starting on some bully thing and touching his willy and trying to touch people. I find that kind of gay and kind of mad. You get me? And he had one eye that's messed up because apparently something happened on Mike's Sword gate and his eye got caught on the gate. You get me? Sorry about all of that still, but like I said, yeah, even though he was doing all that gay stuff and all that messing about, man, he was kind of cool. He was kind of cool still. You get me? And one day was Will and Koha belaying people. And like I said, we're going about our way and we bumped into those roadside orders and there's about 30 of us out there. 30 of us out there. We bump into them. There's about a good 25 of them or so. And they come by Lowford Road, you know, so that's where they chill. So they come out of Lowford Road. You get me? Come out of Lowford Road, come on the pavement. Everyone's all on the pavement now. And you would have thought that it was a community fight. I swear to you people, you can't make this up. They came and everyone's saying cool, everyone's spudding each other, everyone's saying cool. There's no problem whatsoever. Who do you think starts the bullying now, people? Rye. He looks at my man and realizes he doesn't know him from nowhere. Rye looks at him and realizes that he doesn't know him from nowhere. He doesn't know Miguel from nowhere. Everyone is saying, nah, this is our brethren and that. Like, come on, people. If we're using our brain here, if you see someone on the block and he's a young G and he's chilling with the young G's them, yeah, and all the young G's them are saying that is their brethren. What makes you still think that person deserves to get punched up just because you probably don't like their face? It's little things like this I saw RA doing on the block. And you know what it is? He never matches the work. There was two brothers there, and they even end up getting punched up by a couple of the oldest them before they had to move out. The Taser brothers. Now Taser was one of the coolest guys. I went to school with Taser. We were in Kingsdale with him and Grazer and that. You get me? And these was like young G's and that to RA, fam. Now Taser and I are chilling on the block around them. And people, I couldn't believe it when RA looked at Taser and gave him the head signal. Like to say, go and punch him up. And you got to do it. Go and do it. You got to toughen up. And a couple of the man them that was around RA, all Reds and the man they was all laughing and saying, yeah, man, you got to toughen up, man. And they was making jokes. That's bullying. Now they made him go on. Then what happened was, people, he went over to Mega Man. He went over to Miguel. And swung for his face and missed. And started swinging bare fights, swear bangs people. And people, I'm not going to lie to you. This day, I'm not going to lie to you, I have to rate Miguel. Up to this day, I rate Miguel still. He fight back. Knowing that RA and that was all there, people, he fight back. He had Taser in the air, flinging him around the place, and Taser was swinging some serious thump still. But that's what you call, that was evil, fam. That was uncalled for. We're just trying to play out. You get me? And then by the time you know it, people, when they all saw that Taser was losing the fight and Miguel was handling him, a couple of RA other minions then started jumping in. And when a couple of men was trying to stop it, they was like, move fam, move fam, move fam. And I'm thinking, fuck, you know. I'm glad these are not my oldest, fam. We don't have no oldest, fam. We actually didn't have no oldest, fam. Couple of our oldest were trying to beg us to be our oldest. I'm not saying that the oldest them are washed, fam. Do you get what I'm saying, people? And then you got Axe. You got Ashton, the tallest man out of nowhere. Them and they can't even answer to RA or Zupa and them and they around there. But you see him going around the area bullying the vulnerable ones. And everyone actually thinks that he's bad because he's tall and he gets muscly when he goes jail and he's been going jail since a teenager up to now. Go around bullying women. When women don't give him their number, he's bullying them. Oh, your pussy stinks anyways, and he ain't even smelt it. It don't make no sense. It's just people. It's just when you look at it, it's just bare bullying. It's bare bullying. A lot of these young G's want to copy their elders because they grew up watching their elders bully people, and this is how you see. This is how you start. This is how you start seeing little fights start breaking out in between the man them and that as well. Because you see that you see that they start bullying their brethren and their brethren don't have it, and that causes fight, and then that brethren's only with this two brethren more than the other two brethren. By the time you know it, you see there's beef in the community between brethren and that now. We all know. Listen. I've grown up, avoided it, and watched it and learned. After the beef dies out in the ends, people, I'm just being serious. After the beef dies out in the ends and everyone goes jail or a few people die and then people grow up and they get girlfriends and start having kids or they start focusing on money now and they're done with the beef. After the beef dies off, yeah, which it don't because it becomes more personal between maybe just them now because the gang starts falling apart as you get older. It never lasts. This is what they say, it never lasts. You get me? After the beef is done, people, you best believe when things calm down, Satan start making people beef with each other in the ends now. I swear to God. The ends start beefing with each other. If you think I'm lying, look at these rappers that do drill music from the start until now. And this don't even have to be with the drill. If you're really from the ends and you really live in any of these Lambeth blocks, even in Northwest, East, because this happens in every estate, every block. When beef dies down, darkness pushes beef upon the brethren now, so they start beefing each other, fam. Because the darkness needs to keep entertained, fam. When people kill each other and get by a knife and guns and that, the darkness rejoice. When black people are killing each other and doing all these madness and that, they rejoice. And then these idiots rejoice in drill music saying they got an up pack and a black and a Cali pack and they're smoking man in a blunt in a zoo. No, they're not. The enemies are. You get me? If these young youths were educated and they was taught all of these things by their parents and their loved ones and all of these things, you will see that the black community wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now. So guess what, people? The whole problem of this is controlled. It's all part of control, and that's also bullying, and that's their family doing that. A generational curse, crab in a barrel. Everyone must be dumbed down and hold down. That's what they're on. Don't think that these youths just woke up and say, yeah, it's violence. This is all spiritual actings and doings, people. It's not normal. It's not normal. Bullying never stops. We've got to stand up to bullying. It never stops. Bullying not stops, and it's a demonic sport. Bullies know who to pick on. Demons know who to frighten. Same thing today, people. I was travelling home from work. I'll tell you a funny story, people. This is the reason why I'm even making this topic. Travelling home from work today, people. And I got to Penge. And when I got to Penge, people, hit the traffic light. And before I got to the traffic light, it's like I just went into some that's a Raven mode, cuz. And I was just driving on the road, listening to the music, and I'm feeling the tune, And I'm just recapping. Plus, I'm telling God thank you for the day, and you get me, it's a blessing to know the day's done and man can go home and relax. Some people are smoking weed and drinking alcohol on the block. That could never be me. You get me? At the age of 30 years old, nah. Someone are doing it almost 40, cuz. Woe be unto them. You get me? But like I said, people, like I said, I was driving now. I saw like 5 black youths and 1 mixed race youth near the bus stop. And there was 1 black youth sitting down on the wall. He was sitting down on the wall, people. And I'm watching what's going on. I'm thinking, I said, hold on a minute. What's that, bullying? I don't know why I done that. People, I don't know why I done that. But because I done that, that's the reason why I'm making this video today. So like I said, in life, a lot of the time, you're going to go through things so you can recap. And then even that went in my memory, and I was driving home, I'm thinking, fucking hell. I said, literally, they told me that they were bridges in that. Say they were war. It looked like bullying to me, but a lot of the time, people, we've all seen it again growing up. We all have friends that chill with us in a batch, and they're getting bullied. They're getting bullied by the people that they say the strongest members. And this don't enough. This don't even have to be a gang. There's always someone there's always someone in the group that people are making jokes against. That used to be Ads Muller for us. Ads Muller, everyone used to pick on and just start doing jokes on Ads Muller for no reason. And he didn't even like it. He didn't like it. You get me? He didn't like it. But that again is bullying people. But like I said, people, I parked up the car, put my hazard on, and I walked over to the lads. I walked over to the gentlemen's. And I said, is everything cool over here, yeah? And that's exactly what I did, people. You get me? I looked at the guy that I thought that was the victim. You get me? I looked at the suspects, and I said, okay. I said, is everything cool over here, guys, yeah? And they looked at me, and they're thinking, shit, who's this guy? You get me? I'm looking at them, and I'm like, you okay, bro? And he said, yeah. I said, well, you lot all know each other? And they said, yeah, we're all friends. I said, okay. I'll say no more, man. Love. Now, they're looking at me and probably thinking I'm an op. I could have been an op, people. But let me tell you something. Even me doing something like that, that's me risking my life, people. That's me risking my life. But let me tell you something, people, man. I'm tired of sitting back and watching people who don't really have a mouth for themselves being bullied by demons, man. Or should I say demonic people with demonic spirits? It make it sound more friendly. Now today, people, that could have been a young black kid sitting on the wall, and that could have been a lot of guys around him. What I thought I saw was the guy putting on his leather gloves and going into his pocket. And when I saw that, that's when I said I pulled over. Let me pull over and go and see what's going on over there. And when I went over there, I realised that they're all friends. I'm just hoping that the victim didn't lie to me, because if I look in the spiritual realms, and next time I see him, I'm going to have to ask him, why did he do that? You don't know how to do reading. Nah? You need to book a reading because you're being silly. You get me? And that's $4 bills. But anyways, forget all of that, people. Like I said, people, that could have been a situation that went left. It could have been a situation where there was no one around to help that young boy, and by the time you know it, you heard that he was laying down on the pavement there, ambulance coming, guess what? There's another guy from the community dead on the street again. By bullying, because of bullying. You get me? If we need to start standing up to bullying. We need to start standing up to bullies. Now I got in my car and I drove off, and they told me that they're all cool. So I realized that everything is cool there. You get me? No one ain't gonna get hurt there. We're not gonna go home and hear on the news that someone got stabbed there. They're dead. You get me? I called that a job well done. Pardon me. It could have went left. They could have brought out a knife and a gun and said, "Who are you?" And then I'm gonna have to slap the magic now, because I'm thinking, what, these young G's? I can't let a young G chef me down or shoot me down on the street. I'm gonna have to slap them with the magic and humble them. You get me? Just because I don't have a gun or I don't walk around with a gun or a knife, don't think you could try and bully me. It's not gonna work like that. You get me? You don't think because I'm not opening my mouth and I stay quiet. Nothing is happening. You'll be stupid. Don't mess with a great magician. That's what I'm saying. You get me? Well, like I said, people, that to show you that the role I'm playing and the role that I've done today, I came in and I gave myself a pat on the back. I gave myself a pat on the back because I tried to save a life today. If anything was going wrong there, it would have been me that probably would have came after, and that guy would have been saved. And by the time you know it, that young kid, he'll be serving God and be talking about God and how God used me to save his life. You get me? We all need that. This is the type of stuff that God likes. This is what you call fighting against evil. In the spiritual realms, you can't be condemned. The darkness can't condemn me. I got a lot of good stuff on my CV. The more good stuff we do, if you see my spiritual CV, people, there's a lot of good works. There's a lot of good works on there. But if you see some people's spiritual CV out there, fucking no, it's horrid. I don't even know how they look me in my face anymore, cuz. If you see some people's spiritual CV, fuck it up. You get me? But like I said, I try to keep mine clean like a hit recorder everywhere. You get me? So, good deeds is good deeds. People need to do good deeds, fam. Anyone that's not doing good deeds or don't want to do good deeds and see people elevate, see a community elevate, and time to say done with the fuckery. You already know that if they're not a demon, they're a demonic spirit. Simple as that. We leave it as that there. You get me? But that's gonna be the. Oh, you don't want to hear the story about Sneakball. I just want to end the video, you know. That just came to listen, people. The thought just came to my mind. The thought just came to my mind just now, people. It was like a light bulb. Poof. You didn't talk about Sneakball. You get me? And that was the thought, people. I don't hear voices, by the way. People, like I said, a lot of people out here are hearing voices because, you get me? And I realized that they got the wrong people in the mental home. And the people that they should have are walking around scotch-free. You get me? Doing evil things by the voice. But anyway, that's for the next thing. So people, like I said, yeah, in my younger days, about year 8, year 9, like I said, I had the whole neighborhood out, people. Bonfire night season. And normally we do a lot of bonfire night season. Sometimes we go to different areas and let off works, and then you get me. But people, this night, I could have lost my life. I could have lost my life. Now you know a lot of these things don't really end well. Now listen, me and the cool Fred ones, we went over to Loughborough. Cause the year before we lit up Piff Block. You get me? The whole block was smoking. You get me? So the next year, I went over to Loughborough. I went there about a good 25 people, almost 30 people. And we had bare fireworks, people, bare fireworks. And when we got there, we bumped into Sneakball and that. You get me? And we was all there chilling for a bit, chatting and that. And I'm thinking, what, the man them gonna the man them come to chat, or the man them come to let off the works? Is a firework war or what? You get me? But I'm just there, people. You get me? And you know, he looked at me like to say I was the general of the gang. And this is what I'm trying to say. It's funny. I could be rolling with people and people think that I'm the general, but I'm not the general, fam. I am not the general. I'm a peacemaker. I'm not into this madness and all this. He wants to be the captain of the drive the boat and all of that type of nonsense. So, you get me? I'm just chilling. We live in an estate. What do you expect? This is what we do. You get me? So anyways, people, I don't know what it is there, but the way Sneak is that I had a gang there and he had a gang, and it wasn't like that, people. I came with some friendly people still. These are some friendly people that we're rolling around. You get me? So anyways, people, Sneakball now, he comes over to me, people. I'm not gonna lie. He goes, what's it? He goes, I said, oh, beans. Yeah. And he was trying to find any excuse to have a fight with me, people. Now this is what people do when they realize that when you wouldn't be believed to know, like I said, a lot of these young youths, people like Sneakball and that, been serving darkness from a young age. When you hear stories about them and they're turning into cats and all of these type of stuff there, you best believe part of it is true. Because I can see them when they're working with cat spirit in their aura, cause you get me? When they robbed Sneakball's ring and they had spirits and even the man them putting on that ring up, they cursed themselves. Never take off a man's guard ring and put that shit on. So a lot of them Tulsa youths, they cursed themselves doing that. You get me? They cursed themselves. So listen to this, people. So we're there now. He goes, oh, well, you wrote some shit about me online. In my head, people, I ain't wrote nothing about no one online. And I realized, Sneakball's ahead of his time. Man's living in reverse time now because I'm actually chatting shit about Sneakball online right now, and a video before. But at that time, people, he said that I wrote some shit about him online. So what he didn't know is that people, his demons is telling him shit that's ahead of time. And the reason why Sneakball didn't like me out of all my friends and stuff like that is the same way RA didn't like me, because they can see the light in me. You get me? They can see the light in me, people. So it becomes a bullying thing. You can see the good you in man and that. You get me? So it becomes a bullying thing, people. And that's what Sneakball done. He banged me in my face. People, he banged me in my face. I swear to you, because of God, people, I felt no pain, no nothing. No pain, no nothing. People, I had about over 20 guys. I was on the floor. People. I had about over 20 guys and that kicking man, fam. Kicking man and punching man, fam. And this is why Sneakball's gonna die still. Right now, as we speak, them and they in a bottle. Them and their pepper and salt and baking powder, fam, and earth. You get me? This is, I had to hit them and they have the ancient voodoo, fam. Let me tell you something. You see a lot of these gang members from that are serving darkness, a lot of these men that are crippled with ends that think they could try and sacrifice, man, because that's what they done. You best believe what type of spells they're under, fam. Worse, they're serving darkness. Nah. Some serious ancient magic. I don't even play with people that serve darkness. I don't play with these people, fam. These men are roped up right now, fam. Don't, just wait. You're not going to hear about it soon. A couple men are dead. In the spiritual realms is already letting me know that a lot of men are dead. So I'm just sitting back waiting to pop my champagnes. Nothing goes unseen in the spiritual realms. There's a price to pay for everything. And this is what these people didn't realize. When people think that they can bully people that don't want to go out there and stab people, shoot people, and break the community like how they do it, you best believe down the line, God is the judge of that shit. God is the judge of that shit. And you best believe there's a price to pay for everything, fam. So what a lot of these people done to me, there's a price to pay. And I'm just here with my champagne bottle and my rare nephews and that. You get me? Waiting to celebrate. Every time evil dies, the heavens rejoice. Jesus Christ is King. You get me? Well, like I said, I had a lot of these town youths punching man up. The love for youths as well. They was punching man up. They was kicking man. Thanks to God, I managed to get up and get away. You get me? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of pissed myself a bit as well. And a lot of men was making jokes about it, and I was laughing in the ends. You get me? But who's sorcering on them man there now? Realised that a lot of them man, they were part of the problem. Even the OGs didn't go and back the thing. I had family members that come over, none of them back the thing. They let the bully man, and they say they're my family and my friends and that. And that's when I kind of realised that the ends thing was a joke. I stopped going around there. And I stayed over my part. Everyone want to come over my part. And it just got awkward. Every time I used to go to kids' company, youth club, when I go over there, everyone's just awkward, fam. Everybody, and I realised now, right, a lot of people just move awkward, fam. A lot of people ain't real. A lot of men ain't real. We got to make sure that the people that are not involved in any of this fuckery out here are protected, fam. You got to make sure they're protected. They don't deserve to die. They don't deserve to get caught up in any of this silly shit that's going on out here. Like people that think they want to go around riding around bullying postcodes. You get me? What's all that about? The washed up OGs can't tell the young Gs them to stop the fuckery. Just don't make sense, fam. But people, I'm going to leave this topic here, man. This topic, like I said, man, we've got to stand up to bullying. We've got to stand up to bullies. You get me? There's a lot of vulnerable people out there being picked on. From a youth growing up, I've seen vulnerable people that they wouldn't do that to them. They wouldn't do that to people. But all the bad shit and all the demonic shit's happening to them. You get me? Gone are those days, people. Gone are those days. The bullies need to get bullied. You get me? The same thing like the government. The government is bullying the world. But the world is bigger than them. I've never seen something that's so backward before. You get me? But these OGs, they can't stand up to the system. They can't chat to the system. But they want to come chat to people in the block, chat to people walking on the road and cause stupid little minor troubles. So everyone is not focused on the bigger picture of what's really going on. There's a lot of these OGs, it's them that needs to be killed off, fam. No joke. Some of these OGs need to be killed off. They don't have no purpose. What are they doing here? Why are you an OG and you're not making an impact out there? What are you still doing about? Not helping no one. Not helping the community. Not trying to stop the youths then from doing crime, and telling them to get a job is better. It works out better. But there's a lot of these OGs not coming out and telling people that they got raped off in jail. Don't go jail. A lot of these OGs should have a camera phone to their face in their room telling people that 5 reasons why you don't want to go jail. Podcasts. And talk about all the gay shit that happened to them. But instead, they encourage it. And then when a lot of these young G's go jail, they can't fight these demons that like to fuck men in their batty because they can't rebuke it. So he goes back and you can see for himself, people. A lot of these OGs, a lot of these washed out OGs are the cause of these problems. And when a lot of them start doing deals and taking deals from the system and that, they become nothing but a piece of poo. And they also become a menace to society. Say no to bullying people, man. And let's start making sure that a lot of people that have to go into neighborhoods, whether they need to see an auntie or a friend or their parents live in a bad neighborhood, we need to make sure that these people are safe. And we've got to make sure the evil ones, we've got to do something, fam. A lot of people out here say they're spiritualists and they do this and they can do that. And all they do is, all the people doing is going to link them to do evil. Use your powers and help people then. Use your powers and help a neighborhood. Walking around like there's some fucking emperor. Use your spiritual wickedness that you have to fight against the evil people so the neighborhoods can stop doing it, stop messing about, stop killing each other. They can't. Why? Because even the darkness can't rebuke the darkness. I've never seen such silly spiritualists out here. Anyways, I'm not bullying anyone. You get me? So let me just leave the spiritualists them alone, fam. Yeah, it's a boy Proph Rye, man. I'll leave this video here, man. I'm out.